It is March 8th, 2019. This was reported just a few hours ago. A woman was sighted after her dogs allegedly attacked another dog and also injured a police officer. Now listen to the details of this story. According to an incident report, the victim told officers that Sharonda Holder's dogs had attacked his dog along with him. So a man and his dog were both attacked by this woman's dogs. He sustained injuries to his hands, wrist, and shin. While the officers were in the victim's yard gathering information, the woman's dogs broke through the fence again and started attacking the officers. Just imagine this scenario with you as the cop. You're in the victim's yard. He's showing you his injuries. You're probably thinking to yourself, wow, you're lucky. Could have been much worse. Then all of a sudden, here comes the exact same dogs that attacked him, now attacking you. They said one dog jumped on one of the officers, while another dog started charging at another officer. The dogs were trying to circle the officers. Just picture this scenario. Absolute terror. The dogs started attacking the officers from the left and from the right. Officer Wren sustained a hand injury. The dogs are now in the custody of animal control. And just as I've said repeatedly on numerous videos, as soon as these mutants break free from a leash or a fence, the first thing they want to do is find somebody to attack. Why do we welcome these creatures into our society? Consider yourself lucky if you see a stray dog, a dog that has broken loose and is away from its property. Consider yourself lucky if it is not attacking people. Why should we welcome creatures with this type of behavior into our society? I don't want to hear about proper training. Right? Training is not government regulated. And even if it were, there's been several examples of well-trained dogs attacking people. Not even a year ago, I reported about the Rottweiler that obtained a good citizen's certificate from the Kennel Club, only to be going on a rampage, attacking random people and cops on the city streets. As even veterinarians admit, no matter how well trained, dogs will always revert to their natural instincts. That is to attack. They are predators. Mutant predators on top of that. Why should we continue to trust these ungrateful mutants? We have been pampering these ugly, overgrown rats for thousands of years, only to be thanked with a consistent pattern of attacks. I cannot imagine how infuriating it would be if I were the cop and I was just attacked in this situation and I had to go home and see a bunch of mutts in commercials being projected as a blessing to society. You notice how what you see on TV is nothing like what you see in the real world. As creatures that we should all want to purchase an endless supply of free food for, right? That's how they're projected on the television. That we should want to pick up their piles of shit off the ground. Imagine you were just attacked by dogs, right? Imagine you were this guy giving a report to the officer of the dogs that just attacked you. And then all of a sudden, here comes those same dogs coming to attack you again. That is true terror. That is the behavior of a psychopath, sociopath, a menace, serial killer. I pointed out before, dogs have the same minds as psychopaths, sociopaths, people with a damaged brain. And they are deadly. As I've said before, to allow these creatures to dwell in our territory and enjoy the privileged status that they have is an insult to our intelligence. It is embarrassing. Now, thankfully, there were no children around. They would have definitely attacked them. Right? One of the victims was a dog owner himself. So while he does not get a drop of sympathy from me because he supports this dog culture, he could have been anybody. The point here is the level of danger that dogs put people in, how much of a hazard they are to our society. And we need to start acting on their behavior, on the level of danger that they present. They are violent, aggressive mutants that do not deserve to live in our society. They do not deserve anything from humans other than our decision to include them with pigs and cows as farm animals. The only time you should see dogs is when there is a piece of a dog on your dinner plate. That is the only proper place for these mutts. We need to wake up and smarten up and stop facilitating the comfort of these mutants' existence when it is obvious that they will always be the most dangerous and violent creatures in our society. How can creatures that terrorize people to this extent also be projected as loving, as sweet, as a member of the family, as harmless as a baby? This dog nut culture is disgusting, and it is only a matter of time before the majority of the population wakes up to this obvious threat, this obvious embarrassment.